good evening, and welcome to the weekly Power Talks, where every week we answer some real questions about this business.
And this is the space where you elevate your skills and you influence your success in life and in business.
Yes, and I'm Dana. I'm an IT director with over 25 years of experience. I'm managing $1 million projects and large global teams.
And I'm Chaitali, a sales leader. I work for a bank in Canada. And Dana and myself, we both are in this online business, the high ticket affiliate marketing business, to secure our financial future. And we are now mentors with the experience that we have gathered, that we also help others to set up their business like ours. So tonight, we will be actually talking about something simple but powerful. You have a job, your job pays you, great, but the business pays you differently. As you know, we both have our jobs and we do business, so definitely there's something more that we get. Now, it's nothing about being better or nothing about being worse, it's just different. And most people never pause to understand the difference. All the people have is the fear, but today we are going to talk about the differences, make it more clear for you.
Right. And we are not here to talk you into quitting your job. We both still have our job, right? It's more about understanding how income works, right? And how it's different, because once you understand the structure, you are able to make smarter decisions, right? And let's start with the jobs, right? A job, everyone else, it pays you in exchange for what? The times and the skills, right? So you continue to trade hours for the income, for money.
Absolutely. And figure out how long, even if you do a simple 9 to 5 job, but how many hours before 9 o'clock, how many hours after 9 o'clock that you are trading your hours, and then the energy that you have left when you come. And there's nothing wrong about that, right? Because your job provides you the stability, it gives you the benefit, it gives you the structure. But there is the limitation. Income is usually capped, right? Position, salary band, time available. And the best part is, or the most important part, is the taxes. How much you're making are you able to bring home? The taxes are structured completely differently for self employed people and salaried people. Because employees typically get paid first and they're taxed automatically before they see the money in their pocket. But for business, it's different. So now you think which one you want, business or job, or maybe both while you are setting up your business. It's just that how payroll works in the work environment.
Right. And so now, since you mentioned, let's talk about the business income, right? A business will pay you based on the system that you are building, right? The assets you have, the value you bring. It's not about the hours you put, definitely. And of course, structurally, the business income works very different. Actually, in most of the country, business owner earn revenue, you track your expenses, you are taxed on the net profit, not the gross income, right? That's the amazing different structure from employment and income and business income. And since it's tax season, I think it's very important, and I'm looking forward to do my taxes, right? Because I know there is so many benefits of having a business and being able to deduct a lot of the business expenses, right?
Yes, absolutely. And that is why it's so important to understand how the different incomes types are structured. The government often it gives lots of incentive to entrepreneurs or business owners, right? In simple way, whether it's you're a sole proprietor or your corporation, the business income creates the economic activity. So the government gives you more incentive.
Yeah, and I think this is why a lot of people, professionals who are making very good income, right? Like doctors, engineers, ITs, executives, right? They start exploring businesses, not because we don't like our jobs, not because we want something new and to get busier, right? But because we want some diversification, we want, to be portable maybe, and definitely we want more control over how much money we make and over our future.
Yeah, and especially now with inflation and the economic shifts that are happening, people started to think differently. Everybody wants to have plan B. One stream of income is no longer safe. Loyalty does not pay. It feels risky, more risky than it used to be. And so now you can't panic like, will I have my job? You can't panic, but you can plan. You can have a strategy.
Oh, yeah, that was my strategy, my plan B, right? I wanted a plan B. And another key difference, especially when you have an online business, is portability, right? As a job, you are tied by the employer, a country, a location, right? When you have an online business, especially, all of those disappears. You can move the business with you, you can move countries, you can relocate, the business comes with you, and also you reach a global clientele, right? So your business is suddenly global and you are not linked by one location or one place.
Exactly. And then, especially if you are out of your country, so if you're an immigrant, like myself, I'm an immigrant, Dana is an immigrant. For us, having something professional, yet global, yet mobile, that's very important. And stability that travels with you changes how you feel. So if I plan to go back to India, I'm from India, I can take my business. So I don't have to worry about my growth is here, what happens when I go back home. And the mindset shift happens there. Like when you are an employee, you think, how do I make more money? How do I earn more? So basically, how do I hustle more? Technically, how do I get more tired to get more money? But when you're in a business, now you're thinking, how will I make the system work more so I can rest and the system earns me the difference? That's the main differentiating way of thinking.
Right. And let's make it clear again. You don't have to leave your career behind, right? Both of us, you can see we're still doing our jobs. We like our careers, right? I love my job. But many people start part-time exactly because you can, right? You learn the structure slowly. And then when you feel that you understand how the income really can be structured and how your business can bring you much more than your income, then you'll start making the shift, and then probably you'll move to having the business as a full time, right? You stop looking at money the same way as you're looking when you are an employee.
Absolutely. And then you will love the freedom that we get. Like even though we have our full-time job, we are tired, but we are so passionate about this business because the flexibility that we have, tax deduction, guys. If you don't have tax deduction, need to have a business. So let's just be clear again. Not all online businesses are equal. The structure is matters, right? If you are doing dancing on TikTok to make some money, you're counting when there will be a viral one, there will be a million views, and I'll get some from there. But then you don't know if the next video is going to work. That's not a business. That's just gambling hobby that pays you. Structure matters in a business. This business, the legitimacy matters, right? The tax document matters. At the end of the day, when you can take your tax document to the bank, you want to get a car loan or you want to get a house, and the bank will value that, you feel the importance. The support matters. How do you start the business? What is the mistakes that you have done or you can do? How did others do? So you learn from others. Support matters. And if you are exploring any business model, ask how it is legally structured with the government of that company, with the revenue department of that company. So, do I receive proper documentation? Is their trainings updated? Is there mentorship? Is it global? So, don't just jump into any business. You need to know what questions to ask so you can do your due diligence.
Yeah, and I know many of us start a business for making more money, but the end goal is not just making more money, right? You want to build something sustainable, something that you are proud of and that grows with you, and maybe something you can leave to your kids, right? So that's why tonight is not about leaving your job. It's not about just starting anything. It's about understanding the difference between a job and a business, but also a structured business, a business that's really building, a future. And once you understand the difference, you'll know how to look for a business that's legit and that works for you. And then you can decide if works for you or not, if it's right for you.
Exactly. So we will wrap up because you understand the importance. There's not really much to talk about it. We just made it clear the benefits that you have, especially the time freedom. You're your own boss. You're not answerable to anybody. You can decide your vacations. You don't need permission. There's so much benefits. I can make a laundry list of that. So if something today clicked from hearing us, and if you're watching us later as well, don't let it fade, right? If you are curious about how to have a structured global online business, that's important. Online, you can have a structured business with a shop, and then again, you're stuck with your time. If you want time freedom, if you want a business where there is training, there is mentorship, documentation, legalities, T slips, reach out to us, whether it's Dana, whether it's me, reach out. Take one simple step. So you have our websites down here, or you can DM us, register for our free webinar, and you will be given the next steps from there.
Exactly. And there on that free info session, you'll see exactly how this works. You'll find much more information in here, and you'll see exactly how you can start some simple steps with a guided support. Will be here to help you build your own future on your own time.
Absolutely. And remember, this is your time to elevate your skills and influence your success. We will see you again next week.
See you next week.